Hi, welcome back channel, TrainStation2. Alright, we got second in this fourth competition. Of course, we claimed that 1000 event coin legendary train. With that, definitely we can unlock that special drop that required the legendary train, and it gives 100 EP. So all this will definitely be a boost towards the fifth and sixth competition. And as usual, by now, it's almost done to, almost 100% of the event map. Things will get harder as usual, and of course, your items are basically more or less be claiming will be those trains. But as I've already spent a good number of event keys for the rare and common train, I'm now just looking forward to exchange that legendary train, the other one that costs 4,000 event keys. So with that, I think that would end the whole event. Unlikely I will be able to save enough of those PyCoins for the epic train, because I've been converting all my PyCoins into event keys, aiming to claim that one last legendary train. All right, so and of course, for those players out there, you're still waiting to claim the legendary train of 1000 event coin, you really have to plan well, because moving forward on the fifth and sixth competition, it'll be harder than usual. So make sure you plan really well. All right, so back into this event itself, I think it just seems to suggest that again, Pixel is watching and trying to make life really difficult, because the items being asked for are those that they do not have. It is a trend that I've been monitoring for a while. I mean, it wasn't that bad previously, but now it seems the case. Always will be those items that you don't have to keep on asking. And the only worry that I'm having is that when they ask that difficult items to be delivered at the last point of the competition, whereby we're fighting really hard, doing really well, and then you get disrupted by this really consistent difficulty of asking items you really do not have, and it takes a long while to build, and by the time you build, the competition is over, and then definitely that is really frustrating. As usual, I mean, if you could get the EP bonus, as usual, please go ahead, even to the point that you may be spending keys that you're saving up, because you just want that legendary key train itself. But that aside, so I think sometimes you've got to plan to see what's really important. Is it really important they're going to win that last competition in order to attain that 1000 coin legendary? Then by spending, let's say, a 500 event key, would you be confident in able to gain it back at before the end of the competition, so they can change for the 4000 event keys train? If you could, then spending 500 keys would boost by 100 EP. I think that makes a bit of sense. But at a long term, in terms of your thoughts, whether what you really wanted, if end of the day, the best moment is to get both legendary. If not, then your best bet would be saving up for the 4000 event keys legendary. Then just go ahead and save and ignore the competition itself. So it's really depending on your own. I must also say that most of the time you maybe seems winning, but at the last moment there will be gem spender that would just go splurging at the last few minutes, and they will just spoil your day for sure. Just bear this in mind, even though you may be sacrificing those keys to spend it to gain extra EP bonus, but people could afford real money to buy gems. It would just spoil your plan. So this is something you ought to know. Meanwhile, do remember to continuously play those mini challenge or games, so you get that extra bit of coin. Right, so for me, I'm really happy I managed to get this VR class, a DR16, 1000 events legendary is something that I've been eyeing for. All thanks to those mini competitions. Definitely going to upgrade it to the max capacity at the nearest possible period. So looking at the chances right now, the chances will be great, because we are able to unlock this 100 EP drops after we clear the first few deliveries. That will take some time. Then I think the rest is history. Just imagine there's a small quantity you delivered and you get 100 EP vis-a-vis 10 times the quantity delivered, you get 40 EP. I think that's really the pain of what we are facing without the legendary train. The other thing you really got to think about is not to use the replace job button so frequently, only when you're stuck with the legendary train job, that 100 EP job that asks for epic train. Then you go ahead and use that replace button, and of course the second option is to watch the video for the second replacement. So those you go reserve for the epic train that it asks for. But again, I have faced, I think, 3 requests for epic train back to back. So that is again some pixel terrible programming that makes life very difficult. So again, but nonetheless, there are chances whereby I could just replace the epic jobs with a legendary train again. So that's something I'm going to share with you. Meanwhile, just remember to save good amount of coins in order to upgrade your legendary train once you have it, because that bring wonders if you have 80 capacity and they just need to deliver it every hourly. You can get 100 EP, so that's make a huge difference. But again, for now, I'm just trying my best to get those batteries out in order to do the job. I think it is painful when you're asking everything you do not have, and it's high quantities that we're talking about. So that's the pain of playing TrainStation 2 at times. We just make life so difficult so that you spend real money, but definitely not for me, because we are afraid to play, right? So Pinecoin, I'm not going for it. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.